off in the next race on the card. New Zealand, this is the last race on the card from NZ. Latest odds in New Zealand for Zafar, $1.75, $6.45 for the top weight, and the good overs are to be had with the likes of Superbelt, $11.55 for the 5. Moonee Valley, correct weight has gone through 1, 2, 7 and 12. First four, 7,724. It was the first leg of the quaddie as well. All set, New Zealand.
Loaded away. Burton moving around 4 from the outside. Now steady. Racing. Often the feature, the running of the Hooker Pacific Taranaki Cup for 2003, and getting back here was Burton Lochran and Lord Mighty Malay back in transit early. Green Street has begun quickly. Small Town Boy pressing forward on the outside of Semper Fidelis, and Harrier runs a little wider out on those. Superbelt behind them. Burton trapped a bit deep around these runners next. Fairy Tipsy is one off the fence, and then Ups and Downs behind these, a circuit to make. And then Zafar joining Ups and Downs. He's third from last, the favourite. Lord Mighty Malay is second to last, and Lochran is last of all. It's the multiple Group 1 performer, Green Street in front, and winner of this race 2 years ago, and he cuts them over to the 1400 metres by 3 lengths to Harrier Run. Small Town Boy a length off third. Semper Fidelis 1.5 away. Fourth on the inside of Fairy Tipsy as they head up into the back of the track, and Burton no luck. He's 3 wide on those runners. 2 lengths then to Superbelt, and 3 lengths Zafar. Back on the inside is Ups and Downs from Lord Mighty Malay, and at the 1,000 metres in the Cup, Lochran was last of all. Robert Hannam and Green Street, the second favourites, leading by 1.5 lengths. Small Town Boy second. Harrier Run is third over on the inside. Burton presses forward a little deeper out. Fairy Tipsy the centre, and over on the inside is Semper Fidelis down the side of the course. Superbelt behind these, then Zafari still got a lap full of horse. Lance O'Sullivan, 600 metres to go. The favourites about 5 or 6 off the leader. Ups and Downs the inside, and then Lochran and Lord Mighty Malay as Green Street comes to the home corner. Green Street more than a length in front of Small Town Boy. Harrier Run wider out. Superbelt and Zafar starting to let down. Green Street tackled by Superbelt, and here comes Zafar. Zafar after Superbelt, who's finding Zafar the outside, has now hit the lead, and this budding star drew a length on a classy field. Superbelt, Green Street, and then Burton, but the big boy rises to another challenge, and Zafar got it by nearly 2. Superbelt is second, Green Street third, and then Burton. Fairy Tipsy behind these at the wire has been Small Town Boy, Lochran, and further away Harrier Run, Semper Fidelis. Ups and Downs and Lord Mighty Malay will run last.
Take a close look at that big Zabeel horse. You'll be seeing a lot more of him in Sydney during the autumn. Zafar, Lance O'Sullivan and Paul O'Sullivan on 9, 5 and 1. That's our New Zealand coverage for this Saturday. Updating Doomben, 5 scratching. Now Cheltenham due in 5, Queensland fan base. And Bella Spree, stronger and Super Tab states than it is New South Wales and Unitab. So it's an intriguing Group 1 that...
Line almost set. Good timing goes up, so they're under starters' orders for the Holiday Inn National Sprint. Very good field. Over the 1,400 metres, the line is set. Ready, waiting on the light. Lights on. Racing, where Dancing was slowly away, and Swiss Echo didn't jump all that well, nor did Evander. And Freestyler down on the inside got away well, and showing speed was through Avalanche, followed by Ancient Song. In behind those, Gregan. Further down on the inside, Johnny Reb. In between runners, good timing. Hayden getting back in the field, followed by High Life. Then Medicine as they race towards that next turn. On a high is about 3 wide on the outside of Silver Laddie, and Examine the Books down on the inside. Well back behind those then, Swiss Echo, followed by Dancing, and about 2 then Evander last of all. They're spread out over a fair deal of territories. They race down the side. 700 out, and the leader was Freestyler. A length in front, Ravalan second. A little over a length in behind those then. Ancient Song, good timing, fourth on the outside. Further back behind those, Gregan and Johnny Reb down on the rails. High Life is next, followed by Hayden. A further break in the field, then Examine the Books, followed by Medicine. Well back, Silver Laddie. The next one behind those, We're Dancing. On a high is a mile back on the turn, and so too is Swiss Echo. In the straight with 350 to go but Freestyler kicked away. Freestyler 2 in front. Ancient Song is trying hard, followed by Johnny Reb, and then Good Timing, but still it's Freestyler the leader. Ancient Song's having a go on the outside, and the next one was Johnny Reb, and here's On a High coming down the outside. Ancient Song raced up on the outside to reach the lead. Johnny Reb is flying. Johnny Reb is too good. Johnny Reb first, close for second. Examine the books or Ancient Song, followed by Evander. Then On a High, Good Timing, back behind those Hayden. The next one, High Life, followed then by Gregan. Medicine well back. Pulling up very quickly across the line was Freestyler. Further back behind those, We're Dancing, Sir Avalanche. Swiss Echo, Never a Chance. And pulling up very quickly across the line, Silver Laddie.
Silver Laddie finishing in last position, but Johnny Reb from the Tim Martin yard with Nathan Cumberland in the saddle. And what will happen in the next race on the card, the Black Opal with Exceed and Excel representing the same yard in the Black Opal. So 7.92, possibly 5 in fourth, but we'll await that. Realise that have raced in Australasia for the past 3 or 4 years clash as Yell goes into line. So much excitement and anticipation builds. Let's join Greg Miles.
Now, Battle Spree comes up for Damien Oliver. Damien yet to win this race, but he's been second and agonising 4 times. Spinning Hill goes up. Dash for Cash resuming his set. Rubitano looks like he just might have been undergoing a vet's inspection at the start here, I feel. What a betting race it is. Here's Our Egyptian Rain, the flying New Zealand mare who won in Adelaide in the Swettenham Stud, about to go in. Royal Code, he won the Alistair Clark on this day last year. Bomber Bill comes up, winner of the race 2 years ago. There's Our Egyptian Rain set. So we need just 3 to move in. North Boy, Greg Childs won this race on Spartacus in 97. Tony McAvoy looking for his first Group 1. Rubitano's been past fit to run. He's coming in now. Big odds for fans of Rubitano, $11.70. Felvalon's the last to move in for the Carlton Draft Australia Stakes. So they're set to run. Racing. Royal Code stumbled out of the gate, settled a clear last. Battle Spree didn't jump all that well. And flying out is Our Egyptian Rain to lead North Boy. Yell on the inside and Rubitano. 2 lengths to Bomber Bill. Battle Spree getting through on the inside. More than 2 lengths Dash for Cash. Spinning Hill. Felvalon is second last round, the 800 turn, and Royal Code. Up the side now, Our Egyptian Rain the leader. North Boy second. Rubitano wide and third, and Yell gets a nice trail fourth the inside. 2 Bomber Bill, 1 Battle Spree. Another 2 lengths further back is Dash for Cash, and 3 Spinning Hill. Should be 9 lengths from the leader at the 600, trailed by Felvalon, and Royal Code struggling to stay in touch. Up towards the bend now, Rubitano and North Boy go up to have a crack at this leader, Our Egyptian Rain. 2 lengths then to Yell, and they're followed by Bomber Bill. Battle Spree making some ground the inside from Dash for Cash and Spinning Hill. But around the turn, Our Egyptian Rain the leader. Yell gets out from the pocket to challenge now. Battle Spree in behind them. Spinning Hill about 6, trying to search for a run into the straight. Yell moved up and took the lead from Our Egyptian Rain. Dash for Cash is coming. It's Yell in front. Dash for Cash rolling about behind him. Yell drifting out still in front, and Yell wins again. Yell first, beats Dash for Cash. We might hear more. There was a fair bit of rolling about going on. Third, maybe Spinning Hill, who flew home with Felvalon, and on the inside, Our Egyptian Rain. Next, Royal Code. Battle Spree didn't go on. Weakening North Boy, followed by Bomber Bill, and Rubitano has run last. This horse just keeps on winning. Number 10, Yell, has strung together 4 victories in a row, the last 3 at Group 1 level. He has just been racing extraordinarily well. Gives Darren Gauci his second Australia Stakes after a strategic back in 96. Second goes to number 4, Dash for Cash, ridden by Noel Kello, who's run a superb first up race. And number 9 has got the third, Spinning Hill, ridden by Patrick Payne. Now, this head-on is interesting. Yell has definitely come out, and Dash for Cash has, without any doubt, been hampered. But was he going to pick up Yell if that hadn't have happened? I'm sure that Noel Kello will have a good, long, hard look at the stewards' video, and we'll probably be hearing more after the running of the race, because they were both shifting ground. Dash for Cash was rolling about himself before Yell came out in front of him, so it's a very, very interesting one. 10, 4 and 9 are the officials. Felvalon has come from near enough to last to run 4th.
The All Cerise, Andrew, strategic did a few years ago, and now Yell.
Yes, Yell has just kept stepping up to the mark, Wayne Hawkes, and again today proves his, well, class.
Yeah, it was a gutsy win today. You know, the New Zealand horse certainly helped us. He went hard in front, and Darren just took a box seat pretty well. The race pretty well panned out how we won first up here at Moonee Valley.
I guess there was an occasional little pot just around today, drawn the inside being behind the Kiwi horse, but Darren just got the break at the right time there, probably about 450 from home.
Yeah, he did. You know, Darren used his noodle and just sat quiet, and I'm sure the boss back at Warwick Farm will be pretty happy.
I reckon he would be happy, clearly. I mean, this horse has gone from, you know, middle-class races, and here he is, last 2 wins, Group 1 events.
Well, in the spring he couldn't get near Belle Esprit. Belle Esprit, you know, beat him a couple of times convincingly, and, you know, just this autumn the horse has turned around.
Has he got a couple of runs left in him for Sydney?
Yeah, who knows? You know, we'll just take stock after today. This is the end of his Melbourne run, so we'll just see what happens. There's plenty in front of him because, you know, 1,200, 1,400. There's lots of races around like that.
Go and enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wayne. Wayne Hawkes joining us, representing the Hawkes team as Yell comes back. Darren Gauci, 10-4, 9 and 1. I tell you something. I know I don't want to go up too early, Brendan, but the 3-year-old horse of the year. I reckon this horse has got to be right there at the minute.
You can't do any more than win 3 Group 1s in a row, Andrew, and Yell collects the cash. Also, for those taking value bets, it was the value bet, one of the on-top picks. And Darren Gauci salutes, as he did with Strategic several years ago. But that head-on was very interesting, so we'll see what happens. But the Gauci is absolutely thrilled. Kembla Grange due to go 5 from now. Late mail standing by with Wayne Harris.
Good rate.
One horse out, Brand Power. It's around $79 on the tote at the moment. Goes in, and the field is set. Race 5, Kembla, red lights on. Hill of Hope just easing out a fraction to 240. It's the favourite, and they're racing. Began fairly, Hill of Hope. Pinnacle Road missed it by a couple of lengths. Doreen Jewel showing good speed on the inside. Races onto the course proper, a neck in front of Daneful. A length away, Pretty Woman third on the inside of Sky Kiss. Next on the inside, Splendid Weekend from Kiowa, Brand Power. Hill of Hope back to second last, and Pinnacle Road is last of all. Doreen Jewel at the 800 leads by a length. Daneful, Kiowa improving 3 wide in the red and blue. Splendid Weekend fourth on the inside, then Sky Kiss and Pretty Woman. Brand Power behind those runners. Hill of Hope second last, and Pinnacle Road is last of all. At the 600, Doreen Jewel and Kiowa together. In between runners there is Daneful, then Splendid Weekend fourth on the inside of Pretty Woman from Sky Kiss, Brand Power. Hill of Hope still second last, Pinnacle Road last. Daneful, Doreen Jewel together. Splendid Weekend looking for a run on the inside, and Kiowa joining in 4 wide, then Pretty Woman. Hill of Hope behind them weaving through, then Sky Kiss. Daneful, Doreen Jewel, Splendid Weekend the inside, then Kiowa. Hill of Hope gets out. Kiowa joins in with Splendid Weekend, then Daneful. Splendid Weekend and Kiowa, 100 metres to go, and in between them Daneful. Kiowa just in front of Splendid Weekend. Toppy in front, Toppy wins. Kiowa 1.5 lengths, Splendid Weekend, Daneful third. They were followed by Doreen Jewel or Hill of Hope for fourth from Sky Kiss. Back behind them runners Pretty Woman, Brand Power, and the Bolter Pinnacle Road last of all in a good finish.
Oliver Coolman, the winning trainer. Kiowa, named after a former Ryder Cup golf venue. Mitchell Bell in the saddle for $21.50. Still awaiting a scales report at Moonee Valley. Correct weight is there, has just come through at Moonee Valley, so all confirmed. That's the first leg of the quaddie we've just seen at Kembla Grange as well. So on the 1, 2, 5 placings, 1 kicks off the quaddie. The top weights away and running. Doomben as they head out the race.
He's here on course, there's no doubt about that. And looking at the fluctuations, he hasn't yet found the betting ring.
Well, we'll find out after the race if he's got a shout. But the Michael Heath late mail, 5, 11, 8 and 4. This is the Sayers Black Opal, the feature coming up soon.
Exceed and Excel continues to tighten in on the tote. Syrinx at $7.90 rounds out the top 4 in betting. Cheltenham in 6. Ratings couldn't split 1, 2, 4 and 6. Could have hurried the best of the value of those at $7. 2 is the status. And it sees Tickle My, all of the rage. Galapagos Girl is not running. The ratings did fancy her. We go down to White Mist as the fancy ahead of Bin Dancing. Flash Bash and Kayano are right in the market. And unsaddles at Doomben, so we await a scales report from there. And we have a scales report Kembla Grange the previous. In the meantime, we head trackside to Canberra for the feature race, the Black Opal.
Thank you, gentlemen. Brendan, Les, everybody's on board for the big one of the day, the Sayers Black Opal Stakes. Now, Flying Formality goes up, waiting on Red Robert, Princess Dani, Sansadi. He's Ian is back, so too is Hurry By and Busking. Exceed and Excel has gone up. $1.90, $5.20 for number 4. Handsome Ransom, who's drawn the inside gate. It's in a change of colour here today. When it won here the other day, it raced in the black and white checks of Paul Sutherland. Today it's in pink purple horseshoes. Now, Red Robert, the rider dismounting. Busking led up. Waiting on Hurry By, Sansadi, and he's Ian to move along. Previous race taken out by Johnny Reb. The Holiday Inn National Sprint. Johnny Reb beating Examine the Books, a good run. He's a grand old campaigner, Examine the Books. And Ancient Song was third. Now, he's Ian about to move along. The line is just about set here. Handsome Ransom drawn the inside of the line. Just waiting on He's Ian. Armourglow, Gilded Youth stands up. Hurry By, Exceed and Excel. Now, just waiting on He's Ian. We've got a very big crowd here today. As I said, John Singleton and his wife are here today to watch Touched by God to go around. Now, He's Ian getting closer to the line. Now they're all in. They're under starters' orders for the Sayers Black Opal Stakes 2003. Exceed and Excel's the favourite. The light is on. Ready. Set. Racing in the back, Opal, and Handsome Ransom down on the inside got away well, and getting out very quickly too was Touched by God, who's showing good speed when they hit the ground. In behind those then came flying down on the inside Gilded Youth, and the next one was Royal Flight, then Exceed and Excel going up into third place. Further back behind those Flying Formality, followed by Red Robert. Getting in behind those Sansadi, followed then by down on the inside Glenn's Regard. Busking between runners, followed by Sirings Court Wide. A long break behind those Hurry By as they race down towards the turn, and well back behind those Armourglow and He's Ian is along last. Up towards the turn, Handsome Ransom the leader, a length in front of Touched by God. Exceed and Excel is moving around the outside, running on, followed by Royal Flight. In behind those then Flying Formality, followed by Gilded Youth going wide, and well back behind those Glenn's Regard. In the straight, racing down with about 300 to go. Handsome Ransom taken on by Touched by God. Exceed and Excel on the outsiders joining in, but Handsome Ransom pulling out plenty. Exceed and Excel on the outsiders trying hard, then Touched by God. Exceed and Excel goes up on the outside of Handsome Ransom. Handsome Ransom fighting back. Exceed and Excel tries hard, but Handsome Ransom held on to beat Exceed and Excel. Flashing up for third was Sansadi, followed then by Touched by God, then Flying Formality. Busking well back behind those Royal Flight, followed further back in the field Syrinx, then Gilded Youth, Glenn's Regard, Hurry By. A further break in the field, then Armourglow, followed by He's Ian, Red Robert, and one of the last across the line was Princess Dani. Handsome Ransom holding on here to beat Exceed and Excel, with Sansadi flashing up for third. So the winner of the Sayers Black Opal Stakes, Handsome Ransom, ridden by Corey Brown for Rosehill trainer Paul Sutherland.
And by the same sire as Halle-Berry, Red Ransom, a breed that's just flying on debut, the rookie breed this season. Runners parading at Moonee Valley behind the start at Cheltenham, fourth to be confirmed at Canberra.
To refreshen up. Tight. Flash Pash getting up in the gates over near the outside. Tickle Mind White Mist, the two favoured runners, and they're drawn alongside each other, and they both jump pretty well. Raven's Pell was first out from the stablemate Good Thing, and Ben Danson's jump well on the inside. Russian Caravan and Kayana, who's been well tried, are going forward. Settling now, and 1,300 to go. It's Ben Danson narrowly. Russian Caravan moving up on the outside. Kayano into third, around Good Thing. Gold Lottie on the rail. Flash Bash wide, and next for Lorna. 2 lengths away, Raven's Pell off the speed. Another 2 lengths to White Mist. Tickle My outside her, and then 3 lengths to Shelley's Magic and Balonic. Into the back they race. Bin Danson has company up in the lead. Flash Bash after racing wide's gone up and headed them all, and Russian Caravan is up there in second placing, followed a length away by Kayano. Next Good Thing outside Gold Lottie, 3 for Lorna, Raven's Pell, and then Tickle My about 3 or 4 lengths away as White Mist, giving them a long start round the 800 turn. Behind her is Shelley's Magic on the inside, and Balonic up the side. Flash Bash having done some work as testing Bin Danson. Kayano's getting a beautiful trail into the race. Third outside Russian Caravan. Good Thing with Forlorna making ground round the outside, followed by Tickle My. She's starting to really work home. White Mist is getting to the outside of Raven's Pell, and then Gold Lottie at the turn. Bin Danson the inside. Flash Bash, Kayano joining in, and then Good Thing, Russian Caravan. White Mist right around the outside of Forlorna, and Tickle My is taking runs through the field. Kayano up level with the leaders around the home turn. Tickle My and White Mist are coming down the outside, and Bin Danson fighting back. Tickle My getting to Kayano, and then White Mist. It's now Tickle My taking the lead, and she draws away, and it's Tickle My going on to win it from Kayano. White Mist third, then Russian Caravan, Raven's Pell, Bin Danson. A break then to Good Thing, Flash Bash for Lorna, trailed by Gold Lottie, Balonic and Shelley's Magic last in. It's a third start in the race. She was a runner-up in it last year, Tickle My, and she's come from midfield. She really was working to the race very strongly up towards the home turn and was very strong to the line. She's now won 4, been placed 3 times from 11 Moonee Valley starts, beautifully placed at the set weights conditions, and wins at a third start in this particular race. 4:10, 160, Tickle My first. Kayano $2 second, had every chance, a great run, and White Mist coming from well back. She had to go around them. Very difficult essay this afternoon. She's battled strongly in third place, 1:12 and 10 in a time of 1:38 even. Tickle My trained by Bruce Purcell, ridden by Stephen King, and she was far too good. Bin Danson had the lead, but she was pressured a long way from home by a couple of horses, and she couldn't sustain that sort of pressure at her first run over this trip, and she's weakened out. She's run 6th officially in the race. We've got 1:12.10, 4th over the line, number 7 Russian Caravan, and 5th was number 6 Raven's Pell.
Good money at longer odds are Epona Star, $52 into $44. Our sister Declan's continuing to firm to its stablemate. So that's the latest in changes from there. And after Kembla Grange, we're heading back to Doomben. That's the centre.
Declan favourite $3.70. It's had the 4 starts for 2 minors, placed at Rose Hill behind Nagoya. And its form before that, a 3rd in the Jim Crack, down the track in the Widden, and 4th in a field of 6 in the Gosford Slipper, beaten 7 lengths by Ultimate Fever. Sister Declan for Dale Spriggs. Bede Murray has 4 in the race. Sister Declan, San Luca, Diathlete and Epona Star. Don Rapides was the horse undergoing farrier attention, and it has now just arrived at the starting gates. Now they're filling the stalls for the Classic Prelude. Dan goes in. Don Rapides, who has just arrived at the start, will be the next one in. Classic Prelude. It goes up now, Dane's Jester. Field is set. 360 for Sister Declan. They're ready. Starter hops in towards the centre. 1200. Ready to go. Race 6, Kembla there racing. African King towards the centre, missed the start. Slow away was all gonna do it. It drifts back also, but makes a bit of ground on the fence now. Going forward, the bolter Hurry Murray with on the outside Dane's Jester. Dane's Jester takes it up with Hurry Murray 2 lengths away. Al Jamil, then Don Rapides and Like a Toy out deeper. Further back in the field, all gonna do it on the inside of Dan and Epona Star. 3 lengths away, San Luca, next Sister Declan. Towards the back of the field, Scurry Murray from Diathlete, and 2 lengths African King. The front runner Hurry Murray leads by a half. Dane's Jester at the halfway mark. 2 lengths away in the field, Don Rapides on the outside of El Jamil. Then Epona Star 2 lengths to Dan Like a Toy, Sister Declan. Further back San Luca, well back African King with all gonna do it Diathlete, and also back in the field Scurry Murray. Dane's Jester moves up on the outside to claim the bolter Hurry Murray. Jamil joins in, and down the outside coming into it Don Rapides as well. Al Jamil claims Dane's Jester, then Don Rapides who's green out wide, then Epona Star. Al Jamil at the 200 though. Strikes the front 2 lengths. Danes Jester, Don Rapides and Al Jamil for Danny Beasley and Graham Rogerson. Sears away. It's 3 in front and wins it impressively. Al Jamil from Danes Jester, Don Rapides. Dan was 4 and they were followed by Scurry Murray picking up ground. Diathlete on the fence, then Sister Declan. Back behind them, African King, Epona Star, all gonna do it like a toy. Hurry Murray and the first starter San Luca last.
Wow, that was impressive, very impressive. Al Jamil in the colours of His Excellency Nasaluta. Tail of a Cat youngster racing back into 2-year-old calculations. There was a lot thought of this horse back in the spring last year. Doomben
From Cowra, any old prices, both those, and they could do something. Don't leave them out of the multiples. Summing up race 6 at Canberra, 15. Shannon Bank on top, dangers 1 Incarnation and 5 Ice Flyer.
Thank you, Michael Heath. That's race 6 coming up soon.
coming up very soon indeed. First 2 legs of the quaddie Doomben, 10 and 1. Canberra, quaddie kicked off in the previous with Handsome Ransom's stunning win. This is the second leg of the quaddie. Cheltenham's due in 4. Key ones there include Disco Time from Mighty Raja, King Crow and Like John. Let's return trackside to Canberra where Tony Campbell's behind the binoculars.
Line taking good shape here. Now Attracted will be the last one. So they're all in. Under starters orders race 6. The Actu AGL Class 1, 1400 metres. The line is set. Starter goes up. Ready. There's the light. And away they go. A very good level start indeed. Eye for Fashion and Bedford got away well. Ice Flyer, Incarnation all in that group, followed then by Appertain. And out very wide was Attracted, followed then by Gregatious back along the inside. Further back behind those Gallant Son, Little Willies at action. A further break then, Bedford getting back in the field, followed by Shannon Bank. Entries on the outside, followed by Cruising Star and Two to Wally last. On settling down as they race towards that next turn, 9.50 to go. And the leader was Attracted, 3/4 of a length in front of Appertain. Going up 3 wide, Incarnation to take the leaders on now. About 1.25 behind those running. 4th is Eye for Fashion. The next one, Ice Flyer, followed then by Sir Alat down on the inside. Then's at action, well back behind those Gregatious, followed by High Gloss. Down on the inside, Little Willie, Gallant Son, well back, so too is Shannon Bank. The next one then, Cruising Star, followed by Bedford Entry, well back as they race towards the turn. And Wally is last of all. Around the home turn, they've got about 500 metres to go. Attracted, taken on by Incarnation, who loomed up on the outside. Eye for Fashion into the clears running on. Ice Flyer down the outside, followed by Sir Alat, and then's at action, waiting for a run, and further back behind those Appertain. Down towards the 200, Incarnation is the leader. Eye for Fashion on the outside is running on. In behind those, Ice Flyer, followed by at action. Incarnation, Eye for Fashion, they're going stride for stride. Eye for Fashion in front near the line. Eye for Fashion. Eye for Fashion along head, Incarnation. Good go for third. Ice Flyer, Oars at action. In behind those, Gregatious, followed then by Entry, Sir Alat, Shannon Bank, then Cruising Star, Wally, Bedford, Little Willie, Wellback, Gallant Son, High Gloss, and Attracted was last.
One of the on-top value bet selections, Eye for Fashion, ahead of Incarnation, paying $24.30 and $4.80, $1.74 the place. So Eye for Fashion, Barbara Joseph, her second winner on the card, and Jamie Whitney in the saddle. So trifecta 2 value bet. 12 was one of the on-top picks, 1 and 5 the picks for multiples. And
Mile is for number 1, Lashed. Continues to look absolutely...
Pulls up out of this one okay, and we'll give it serious consideration.
Drawn gate 4. Damien Oliver on board. He's won 2 so far today. All clears there. Racing in the Oaks, and she just dwelt a little bit, did Lashed, and Yumara's first to bound out of the stalls and away quickly in the early stages as Make Me Strong over on the outside with Tarcoola Diamond, Miss Belair just off them, and Tagger pushing through on the rails. Lashed is nearly last on the fence as they leave the straight, and they're not going all that fast. Yumara's leading, Make Me Strong second, Tagger in third placing, followed by Tarcoola Diamond, trapped out a little, might boot up and try and get into the 1-1 trail with Miss Belair just keeping her working early. 2 lengths to ride, followed then by behind these It's